This is a love story, and it's about my first experience with love growing up in Seattle, Washington. I was 14 years old. It's titled Instant Messenger. The year was 1994, and my dad brought home the first family computer. It was an Apple. Thanks, Dad. He brought it inside and he put it on the table. He said, "Nick, I can't set this up. I'm too old." I grabbed his hand. I said, "I can do it, Eric." He said, "Call me Dad." I said, "All right, Dad." I had 1,250 free minutes of AOL burning in my back pocket. But back then, we didn't have high-speed internet or DSL. It was straight into the phone jack, 28K. If you had call waiting, you were screwed. My dad said, "Nick, you're too young. You can't have your own screen name yet. But you can use mine." It was Salmon with an ERD at the end of it. Salmon Nerd. So I got online and I found out about chat rooms pretty quick, and that's where I met her. Instant Cotty 503. Instant Cotty 503. I heart her and she's smiley faced all over me. Smiley faced on me. Sometimes Instant Cotty 503 would say stuff and I'd be like, "What?" And then she'd be like, "JK," and I'd be like, "LOL." Because you guys, I knew she was just kidding. But I was literally laughing out loud. And if you're doing that while talking to somebody on the internet, you have to tell them. I spent most of the day minimizing when my dad walked by. Instant Cotty 503 told me she was a 22-year-old actress in Hollywood. She was nervous because the next day, which was tomorrow back then, she was going to be on TV for the first time as an extra in Full House. TGIF, I'm sure you guys have heard of it. I told her I was a little nervous about the next day myself because I was going out to sea for 6 months. And I was a 25-year-old fisherman in Alaska. They call me Salmon Nerd for a reason. At one point, I had to go to the bathroom, so I wrote BRB. And I came back a few minutes later, and Instant Cotty 503 had written question mark, frowny face. And I said, "Listen, I'm sorry, Instant Cotty 503, but BRB means be right back." She said, "No, Salmon Nerd. I know what BRB means. But I don't know if you are going to BRB from that salmon run." And that's when I said, caps lock, "Don't do this right now!" She said, "Stop yelling at me." I said, "Sorry," in lowercase. I said, "Listen, I can't lie to you anymore. I'm a 14-year-old kid in Seattle, and I'm scared right now." She said, "Where's cattle?" And I was like, "You know what, that's a stupid abbreviation on my part. So, Seattle." A few minutes went by, no response. Sign off, sign on. Sign off, sign on. You guys, doors were opening and closing. I don't know who's coming and going. Finally, she said, "Salmon Nerd? Question mark?" And I said, "Yes, Instant Cotty 503, ... She said, "I know who you are. Because I'm your 57-year-old neighbor, Jim." Instant Cotty 503. I cry-faced him right after he winky-faced all over me. He didn't actually regular winky face me. He did a semicolon beginning parenthesis, which is a winky frowny face. And I don't even know if that's a real emotion. It's kind of like saying, "Hey, I'm sad," but you get it, right?